bene, che cosa mi dice? Ah, ciao bella. Hey, internationalism, globalism can be a wonderful thing when it comes to preaching the gospel of Jesus Christ. I've done it in North and South America, given away thousands of copies of the Bible and Book of Mormon. And, you know, maybe even going into some of these countries that are heathens is a good thing. Maybe we can teach them charity and love of Christ and brotherhood. Then again, maybe not. But who knows? I mean, the Mormon Church just got into Vietnam to preach the gospel. Hey, I'm a product of the Vietnam era. Graduated high school in 1971, had to register for the draft and just missed going. I know a lot of people who went and who died. So globalism, when it comes to sharing the good word around the world, is a wonderful thing. Freedom of religion worldwide, all for it. Globalization at home, against it. For a lot of obvious reasons. When cheap labor comes into this country, it brings the wages down for regular American workers. When there are floodgates of immigrants illegally coming into our country and taking advantage of our public services and welfare. I lived in San Diego. I know what that means to have that influx of cheap labor and people depending on the system. It's bad. And globalization, what is it? Is it inspired by God? No. The U.S. Constitution is inspired by God, but not the New World Order. That's a godless, tyrannical setup. And people who are part of the old establishment want to hold on tight to the reins of power. Fortunately, the UK has declared its independence, and we are about to declare our independence with Donald Trump, because Hillary Clinton is the old guard. And I'll tell you what, it's been a revelation for me as I've studied this. My church stays neutral when it comes to politics because they're able to get into countries and preach the word of God. But when it comes to my own politics, I am full-blooded American, and I say America first. And for those of you who think that this is a new concept, you weren't part of the Pat Buchanan campaign like I was years ago and standing at the border in San Diego and saying, no mas, that's enough. And that would have cured a lot of our ills if we'd been able to do something at that time, but we didn't. And we have been disobeying the laws of the land. And it's time for us to have a sovereign state and take care of our own people, because we cannot take care of the world. I cannot fit the whole world in my backyard, as big as it is. I just don't have the infrastructure for it. Nor do they have the cultural preparation or the religious background to assimilate into America. That's always been the goal. Hey, globalization, religious, spiritual, good. Molto bene. Globalization for America, United States Constitution, the American worker, molto mal.